Ivar the Boneless, Wrath of the Gods. Prologue. In the darkness of the northern night, as storms howled over the fjords, a boy was born, carried in arms like a fragile figurine. His legs were weak, as if made of wax, and even the wisest women in Kattegat couldn't say whether he would live through the winter. But his eyes burned with both cold and fire, the son of Ragnar Lothbrok, born of a slog, descendant of gods and a curse upon the world. His name was Ivar the Boneless. "He will never be a warrior," they said. "He will be a god of wrath," Floki replied. Chapter 1. The child carried on a shield. From childhood, Ivar was different. His body did not serve him as it did his brothers. But his mind was a blade. He learned faster, thought deeper. His mother Aslog insisted, "It is a gift, not a curse." But Ragnar doubted. One of the most painful moments of Ivar's life came when his father, having lost hope, tried to abandon him in the forest. But Aslog saved him. From that day forward, Ivar swore he would never be weak, never forgive. Chapter 2. A son's wrath. After Ragnar's death, crucified in a snake pit by King El, Ivar became an unquenchable flame. He gathered his brothers Bjorn, Sigurd, Hvitserk, and called for the great heathen army. His goal was clear, to avenge his father. The battle against Northumbria was his first victory. King El was captured, and Ivar himself performed the blood eagle upon him, the most brutal Viking punishment. His face remained expressionless as El's ribs were torn apart before the eyes of warriors. Vengeance was fulfilled, but Ivar wanted more. Chapter 3. Fratricide. After their victories, Ivar hungered for power. And Sigurd did not share his ruthlessness. Tension grew between the brothers. During an argument in York, Ivar killed Sigurd, driving an axe straight into his stomach. His eyes did not blink. His soul was stone. This act shattered the Lothbrok family. Fled. Hvitserk was torn and confused. Ivar proclaimed himself a god among men. Chapter 4. King of England. Ivar captured York and parts of Mercia. He built an army, bribed kings, and shattered the spine of Anglo-Saxon alliances. But the greatest challenge awaited: Alfred the Great, King of Wessex, grandson of Ecgbert. Their armies clashed in bloody campaigns. Ivar was a tactical genius, setting traps, using swamps, striking with surprise night attacks. But Alfred was no fool. Soon, the advantage turned toward the Saxons. Meanwhile, Ivar lost his humanity. He turned enemies into garlands of skin, burned settlements, spared not even children. His capital became a place of darkness, and he no longer a god, but a shadow walking in flesh. Chapter 5. Loneliness and the Queen. Despite his cruelty, Ivar fell in love. Her name was Freydis. She was a slave he raised to the status of queen. She lied to him, claimed she was pregnant by him, though Ivar was infertile. He believed her. For the first time he was happy. But Freydis betrayed him. She opened the gates to the enemy when and Alfred attacked York. Ivar killed her with his own hands, in tears. He was left alone. Even his brothers turned away. Even the gods were silent. Chapter 6. The Final March. Ivar fled, then returned in the final season to England with Hvitserk. They made pacts with new allies and marched to one last war against Alfred. This was Ivar's final battle. On the battlefield, under the sound of horns and the cries of the wounded, Ivar fought side by side with his brother. But his body was broken. He fell to the ground. One of the English soldiers dealt the fatal blow. Before dying, Ivar told Hvitserk, "Don't be afraid. I've already seen my death. And I'm not afraid." Epilogue. Good or evil? Ivar the Boneless, a contradiction in flesh. He killed his brother but avenged his father. He tortured enemies but longed to be loved. He declared himself a god but died as a mortal. Was he evil? Yes, in his deeds. Was he good? Yes, in his intentions. He didn't want to be just a warrior. He wanted to be great, unforgettable, eternal. And in that, none could match him.